Welcome back to the Hurley Pro. Things are about to get very interesting as we move into the second round now with a huge heat for Matt Wilkinson. He's going up against the wild card, Evan Geiselman. This is going to be a really tough one for Wilco. Evan's going to swing. He's going to go left to kick things off here in the first heat of round two. Whips that tail around. Big direction change. Now looking for an air to finish, and he plants it. Let's see what Matt can serve up in reply. A little behind it. He's going to put.
So he knows what the good waves look like. He's going to be definitely looking that direction a lot. This is the type of wave. He's done this same three-turn combo. Hundreds.
And just sort of embarrassed myself, really. Just kicked the board out, and then watched Michelle's wave was gorgeous. And then I was lucky enough there was another one that came through, so it sort of kept me in that bout with those guys. And yeah, but it's tough out there when it's so slow like that. You can't get a read on how often they're coming because it's such a weak swell. But you know, you just got to try and make the opportunities count. And lucky enough, I got two opportunities.
Some decent moments in that heat as well. Meanwhile, out the back during the interview, Matt Wilkinson picked off this one.
Getting himself a little right-hander wall. Executes a few turns, gets himself a mid-range score. That'll take away some of those nerves slightly.
White has the best backhand snaps on tour when he gets rolling, but even he's opting for a look at the left here.
I think you're right. I think
it doesn't look as dynamic, but you know, he's looking to get a more vertical approach, it looks like, at the moment. He's got a 5.17, but does find himself in second place. The forehand's been very sharp for John Florence this year. As we cut back to live action now, Evan Geiselman looking to get rid of a 2 to get further ahead of the current world number 3. Eyeing off these lefts and finding some real opportunity to let go of some decent turns. Plugs a little air reverse on the end section there. Throwing his best surfing out here.
Well, it's kind of what
Matt, on the other hand, he's got a lot to lose.
Oh, there we go. Getting loose out of the lip. So that's going to be Wilco's best wave. Let's take a look again at the replay here. You know, climbing that whitewater section like that, getting the fins released was beautiful. I like how he did that. Here, just laying into the carves and gets the fin throw reverse at the...
Here we go. Evan now with a huge opportunity. He's just banked another 7. Can he get rid of this one? Getting a little hung up here at the moment. Can save this wave with something huge on the inside, but he's going to opt out. It had a funky...
Saw that kind of look over his shoulder and decided, okay, now I'm going to go left. You know, and that tiny little dig on the bottom turn slowed him up as he went through the lip, and it kind of took the pace out of the wave. So not going to go into his top 2.
So looking to score on the backhand. Matty Wilkinson. It's a nice line into this first section. Whips it off the top. And then hooks his board into a reverse. Very smooth riding out of that move. Unfortunately for Matt, that wave just broke away. Didn't connect through.
This one looked like it had some opportunity, but then again, right there, it had the piece that kind of broke apart. Went big on that one just for the backhand loop. But then the wave just completely dies out.
So I think he'd be a good addition. And here he goes now. Let's see what he can do on the backhand. Drives up into this first section. Just a little mistimed, and as a result, Evan's going to keep busy with our priority here. Could be very dangerous as he looks to be loading up for an air. Plenty of speed. Does well to get some pop out of that lip. He got there a little late.
Just a little bit too deep. You know, he did everything he could to get there, looking for a big section. All that speed carried, but just got a tiny bit late. Still.
Kelly's, which had his first big win here at Trestles. As we get back to live action, and Evan Geiselman upside down through that air reverse, just blasting his way out of the pocket there. And this one might just go into his top 2. He's finished it well, and he likes the feel of it. Matt Wilkinson in reply now. And he needs this wave to do something special. He gets a little free himself, but no.
Significant pop. I mean, here's the layback turn there. Good start to this wave. But yeah, he didn't quite have the pop, so definitely wasn't that high. And the inversion grab, that's really the significant difference. A bit more committed aerial. You see a steeper section. Boom, wow. Lands in the flats backside with our back. The tail first. It rotates out of it, and it actually gets a nice finish, too. So I think you're right. I think this is going to better this situation.
He is so freed up because he's got the luxury of banking those 2 7s early on in this heat. And have a look at this.
Yeah, so that's the section. It's nice and steep, pokes the nose, and rides out of it free.
Wilco taking off. This is his last shot at it, you'd think. It's going to take a bit of time. He explodes out of that first section. Gets some tail release. Needs this thing to line up through the inside. Again, drifts into a reverse and plugs the closeout. Just how much payoff will he get for these backhand fin throws?
There's nice release. Connects with it vertical. And this one unloads again.
Evans up, live action. Got to keep in mind just 30 seconds to go.
Nope.
He can't get into it. Priority is with Evan Geiselman. He's going to try and...
Our first upset of the Hurley Pro. First heat of the round. Ouch.
Well, and something for the state of Florida to celebrate in a pretty tough time. Evan Geiselman